Hey guys, welcome to my roundup of the best posts on mini painting in the year 2020. What a year it's been. Let's have a look what mini painters have been up to. So diving straight in, here we are, mini painting. It's got a great header, image, there's a lot of great minis there. It's quite a big community, 262,000 members. It's nearly 800 of them online as we speak. Straight in with 5,500 upvotes. Got Luke Corn with the latest work from my dad. Love it. That looks like, is that Conan on a throne? Thronan? It's got this kind of Roman, almost Roman looking kind of thing, cloth draped over it. Sorry, if you know who this is exactly, then let me know. He's got a kind of Roman style belt and shoes, but that looks like Conan to me. And with the sword as well. I just saw the Arnie video where he has the sword. Yeah. Pygmy painting. I sculpted, printed and painted this paint mimic. Brilliant. I've seen a few of these. That's so good. I mean, to sculpt that is ridiculous because it's very hard to get these perfect geometric shapes often in sculpting. That's such a good job. If I was going to do that, I think I would use a paint pot and then put green stuff on and sculpt it. But I don't think I'd be able to do this. That's really good. I love it. Fortress paint. Not the mimic. Nice. So you got a fortress instead of citadel. Pretty good. Baz 2312. I think I've seen Baz 2312 in other videos that I've done. I've done other ones for like orcs, terrain building, all of them. Halfling team dugout. That's really cool. I love it. What's the yellow stuff, do you think, in the barrel? Oh, no way. That's like a little secret hatch. That's awesome. What? Is that getting built up? Is that got a little roof or sign on it? Love it. Honestly, so cool. A long time since I've played Blood Bowl, but it's a cool game. I always felt like I was bad at it because I don't know, they were just catastrophic dice a lot of the time, which I felt like stopped. Whoa, the hot dog even moves. That's clever, good work. Wow, JH Miniatures for Chivalry. Wow, some amazing painting there. That looks like wet blending. A lot of it looks like wet blending and then with some edge highlights. Really nice work, good looking horns. The shovel looks super shiny. That's really cool. It reminds me of one of the bosses on Golden Axe. Don't know if you guys remember that game. Showing my age there. Studio level here with a Bad Moon Stomper. Amazing. Yeah, there's another one of my videos. There's a shop with an AT-AT in the window and it's being looted by orcs. And it's just really cool. That's a bit better, isn't it? These guys chucking rocks down. The cheeky little buggers. Cheeky little gub. This guy's got his sword ready. What's he going to jump off onto a vehicle or something? I mean, don't put it past them. Mr. Februce. Not very glamorous, but hopefully quite useful. I made a tutorial on how to revive cheap synthetic paintbrushes and fix the notorious hooked tip. Well, that's probably worth watching, to be honest. A few of my brushes have done this. I found if you get acrylic paint dried onto brushes, that it's really good to use like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, or if you haven't got rubbing alcohol, some rum. Literally just put it in the rum. On my Instagram, I've got a video of me doing that, and it totally worked. It was white rum, like really cheap, horrible white rum that I wouldn't drink, but I'd keep my brushes in. Next up, we have Max Eamon, Ricciero, Life/Death, Magic and Warhammer Fusion, modified and painted by me some years ago. Love it. That looks really cool, isn't it? The two worlds colliding. That's a good idea. You could do a lot of different versions of these, and they would all look really good, I think. Take Magic content and like mash it up with another universe. Good idea. Well executed. Is it too early for Halloween themed minis? I've been waiting forever to show this guy off. Haha! I think this is a great unclean one from Creature Hut here. It looks, look at that horrible, like almost like anus-like mouth. Truly horrible, but really well done. Like so well done. Look at those legs, almost like spider-like legs, like with a creature head down there. Reminds me of Krang from Turtles. Next up, we have Snowstorm 8 or Snowstorm 8. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Painted up some freehand wood grain on the shield. Wow, that looks really cool. I'll be honest, whenever I've painted shields like that, I've just not painted the backs. It's a bit lazy. but no one's ever going to see it. Depending on the model, I suppose, depending on the pose, but yeah. That looks like it's already been glued and then been taken apart, maybe. Or maybe that's just plastic that's been drilled. Either way, great effort, great looking shield. Bravo. Next up we have Mr. Pioneer. My girlfriend doesn't have a Reddit account, so I posted her Castellan robot inspired by BMO from Adventure Time. Let's have a look. Taking a second to load. Looks good. I don't watch Adventure Time, but I know what you mean. And the character looks really good. Are those the new AdMech robots? I think that's what it is, isn't it? I say new. They've probably been out for years. It's new to me. Posted by Corrupted Navigator. Only the sword left. Hope you like my OSL practice diorama. Whoa, that is ridiculous. So if anyone doesn't know, OSL is like object source lighting, where you, I might just keep zooming in here. So you paint things to look like they're being lit by the thing in the scene. So you know, if I'm holding a torch here, it would make my face orange or yellow, but with a Mini you can't do that because it's holding just a bit of solid geometry. So you basically paint onto the actual miniature to make it look like the fire's warming and glowing, and it's really well done. I've never actually seen a model in the flesh with really good OSL. I'd love to see one, to be honest. Cool. What we got next? Professor Laser. I'm not brave enough to do object source lighting, which we were just talking about, but I am brave enough to cut my own models in half and glue an LED inside them. Brilliant. Look at this guy ejecting out. I love this stuff with the cotton wool and the lights inside and then the smokiness on it. Looks really good. That looks great, and this guy flying off. That reminds me of like a Formula 1 car driver's seat. Apparently they're all moulded like to the individual drivers, and they'll have different ones throughout the year. In F1, like if they gain weight or go to the gym and things or lose weight, so they always have a perfect fit. Interesting. Lego My Ego 1678. What happens if a beholder goes beyond the wall? Wow, look at that. That's amazing. So it's obviously got this like White Walker-y sort of, what's the word, colour scheme. However, the execution of the gums and the teeth and everything's just like unbelievable, and the eye as well, like all those little striations in the eye. It could be real, really, couldn't it? That's a brilliant model. I love that. I think that's my favourite so far, to be honest. Cool. Here we have JL Miniatures. I thought you guys might enjoy my version of the child. Oh, so cute, the child. Sipping the tea. It's a bit more classic Yoda looking, that, isn't it? Like, it looks a bit more like adult Yoda, I think. LT Eltofton, Orc Bad Moonwalker. Yeah, on the Orc video that I've done, if you look at my previous videos, featured this. This is brilliant. So this is a Necron, I think it's a Doom Scythe, basically flipped 90 degrees with loads of guns strapped to it, and then an Orc hanging out the sides. Brilliant stuff. I love it. And then like Dreadnought feet, I think. Looks great though. Looks so cool. And such a like creative idea to see that side thing and think, I'm gonna make that an Orc vehicle. Every kit is an Orc kit, don't forget. Nefarious Bread. Oh, Nefarious Bread 95. This is the best miniature I've painted so far. A really good miniature as well. Highlights for me are the beard and the face. Look really good. Excellent. It's nice when you can, when you're painting models and you can like say, this is the best one I've done, and you kind of feel that like pride in it, and you know, are able to hold a manifestation of your actual progress. It's cool. I like it. Studio Luna, trying new things and TMM skills by creating contrast between metallic and matte paints on these swords. Look realistic. Well, I'll be honest, I don't know what TMM skills is, but that's a very good looking sword. Very realistic looking metal. Is that like one of those Lord of the Rings baddies? Like a wraith, is it? What are they called? Yeah, but really good. Nanobug 121. My 85-year-old grandpa has been painting since he was 12. Cool. Ever since he retired from the Navy, he's been painting little scenes with people, soldiers, etc. And they're all hand painted by him. He has tons of these little guys and he has them all over his house. and still paints them to this day. This is cool. That's the nice thing about this stuff is you can enjoy it throughout your entire life, really, isn't it? As long as the models don't run out. That's cool. Well done to your granddad, 85 years old. I'm actually also ex-merchant navy. Usually when people say navy, they mean the military, but I also am ex-merchant navy. Tiny furniture, medieval Mando. Have you seen this man? Surely Mando. Just saying. Wanted, the child. Leave the child alone. Timbus. First attempt at Chrome NMM. Not sure what NMM is, you know. Oh, I see. So it's like the chrome reflecting the horizon, like those aviator sort of, that aviator look. Cool, I get it. I reckon some varnish, like gloss varnish on there would really help. Next up, Calico Dan, one of the most enjoyable projects I've done so far. What do you guys think? Should I go for some weathering on the armor? CNC, very welcome. I love these. These are Buzz Lightyear themed Inceptors, aren't they? These are the new Inceptors with these guns. Each of these guns is basically like a pistol heavy bolter. They absolutely clean up infantry. They get like mortal wounds on the charge. They're really good. And this is a really good way of like painting one and modelling one. I wonder what the wings are made of. Is it the cardboard? He looks a bit panicked, doesn't he? Oh my god. Cool, looking good. Really, I mean, look at that. There's not even a gap there with the Inceptor's backpack and what do you call it? The wings. So yeah, great, really good stuff. Snowstorm 8 again. Tried painting some freehand wood grain. Yeah, that's the same person as the last post. I think this wood grain looks better actually. Not sure. I think it's because the other one had a very consistent or persistent highlighting, and this has more towards the top, which I think looks a bit better. Just for here anyway. That's personal opinion. Lego My Ego 1678. If horses were replaced by quadrupedal orcas. I mean, we've all been wondering what that would look like. What is this even a model from? Is this like not a D&D thing, is it? Can you imagine? I wonder how they would breathe. Do they like hold their breath and then like do they breathe infrequently? Nah, they'd have to hold up their body weight, wouldn't they? And because they don't have the water to do it. Anyway, JL Miniatures. I created a little diorama inspired by Zelda Breath of the Wild. Whoa, that's really cool. On my terrain building video, there's another Zelda Breath of the Wild inspired terrain piece, which is really well done. I love them. I love the game. This is really well done. This is ridiculous. These things terrify me in the game. I just get ruined by them all the time. If you haven't played Breath of the Wild, I recommend it. Good game. It was the first Zelda game I ever personally played actually, and really good. 10 megavolt update on my workspace. That's cool. A lot of paint here. They look like Citadel paints to me all. Little drawers, very organised, more organised than me. A building here getting painted. A lot of Age of Sigmar stuff here. Warhammer Fantasy there. Got you. Is that that's like one of those bandsaw, is that right? So I'll be making some terrain. Lovely setup. 3 monitors, obviously. That's a what you call it? Well, that's a fan. I've actually got the exact same fan. They're really good. Check them out on Amazon. That is a flock applicator. They are really good. They make your flock stand up on end in the glue rather than just lying down when you apply it. Filing cabinet, obviously, for your paperwork. Cushion for your bum. Gotta look after your bum. Yeah, it's nice. So I've got a friend who I've known for like 20 years now, someone actually from the Merchant Navy, and I never knew that he played 40k or Warhammer or painted models in it or anything. And I posted on my like personal like Instagram that's private a picture of a model I painted, and he sent me a picture of his room which was like exactly like this, and I was like, no way, like you do this stuff as well. And he was like paying money to like big like Instagram like what they called, you know, artists, basically professional painters. He was giving them money to give him lessons. He was visiting them. This is before COVID, and they were teaching him they were teaching him how to paint things, which was pretty good. My small paint setup. Mobile, since I don't have a dedicated painting space. Cat storage for my 2 assistants included from Raina. Okay, this is good, isn't it? So you can close that up. That goes in there. That goes in there. That's great. Looks like a lot of some Vallejo paints there, I think. I think I've got quite similar, and then a work in progress model. Cat. Is that a picture of a cat up there as well? A lot of cats going on. Next up we got Marco Ray, Possessed Vallejo bottle. Brilliant. So I think they've actually used a Vallejo bottle for this and then sculpted on it. And looks really good. Look at that eye! So creepy. These are so well done, like each of these eyes. Like it's a good idea and that alone is cool, but then these little extra eyes details. Look at that, it's like a nose and an eye and a mouth. Kind of very creepy. Very well done, that. Excellent work, Marco Ray. Conceited Buddha, Tron themed Riptide. That's cool. Very cool. Nice. Miniature treasure hunter table from Tiny Furniture. That's also very well done. Look at the wood grain there. That's class. And then the magnifying glass. I mean, if it was on the table, I don't think you get that much magnification if you're watching this Tiny Furniture. But yeah, really cool. What you could have done is actually put a lens in there of a ring of just some polythene or something, some plastic packaging. And that would have had like a totally realistic representation of that. User Ayamari Makuro, making a corpse grinder for my Zone Mortalis terrain. Oh, cool, a video. Oops. Whoa, that's dark, isn't it? That's horrible. Really well done, but very dark. Corpse grinder. Alright then. Next. We7 even. Astraea super heavy tank. Work in progress, no airbrush. Whoa. So wet blending. This is cool. This is like total anime looking like 40k tank, isn't it? That looks ace. I've tried similar things on my models with an airbrush. And this is just an absolute total, you need the total dedication. All the lines need to be parallel to each other. It's not easy to do that, to be honest. Or at least I don't find it easy to do that. But that's really well done. Fenrix. What? I'm not reading that right, am I? I'm so proud of this goofy little guy. That's cool. Is that like a murloc or something with a fish head? Cool. Next, Corrupted Navigator, some NMM practicing, a copper Stormcast, I think. Okay, so I think NMM must be that like wet blended, highly reflective style of painting. That's what I'm learning right now. I've never tried it. Honestly, I'm a bit lazy and it just seems like a huge amount of effort. So bravo to anyone who even tries it, and especially anyone who can do it well, like this person has. Corrupted Navigator. Randall Flag, a little goblin diorama I made. It's an old goblin from Warhammer. Cool. Oh, I had this guy. This guy was called Oddgit. So this is one of the first models that I actually like spent a long time to paint. Like I actually like focused on painting them, and I think it's a great model. I think I've still got it actually, which is one of the only ones I've got from like the 90s. But this is really cool. Is that an actual light in there? So I think he's got an LED in there, and this, so it's like a magical kind of thing that he's casting coming up. Some mushrooms there. Look at that fish swimming there. This is just amazing. I love this. This also ranks highly for me on nostalgia and execution. Roger Amjad, is that right? Yeah. I looked at so many turtle photos to paint this shell. Wow, really good. Very realistic. Melbourne Mini Painter, is that you? Yeah, really good. I like the blue on top of the realistic sort of things. Good. Finished my custom paint case. Let's have a look at this. Okay, cool. That's good. Who's this? Deadpool's left sock. Love it. Are they going to fall down the sides? Oh, they're going to fall out. This is brilliant. Yeah, good idea. Oh, no way, he's got those fancy model holders. Excellent work. That's really nicely done. This is like, is that MDF? Oh, what's it called? Got a different name, I think. But that's really good. Bravo. Iron Curtain 57, Vaporwave inspired terrain I've been working on. What do you think? Really good. Oh, this Vaporwave painting thing has come along, like painting like this neon sort of style. It looks really good. Obviously using the glove as a wet palette there. I just, if I've tried it, I just use a plate. It doesn't really work that well. Jeremy JV, progress on my Giant's neon leg. Oh, look at that. It looks so realistic, doesn't it? I love it. A little bit of bruising, you got some cuts there, you got some like old cuts. That's a fresh one, like there's some like, you know, mottling. Really, really good. Just super like believable observance of like anatomy, the colour of anatomy and things, really good. Tetzol took a stab at turning popsicle sticks into stressed wood planks. CNC welcome. Whoa, that's really good. I've got a video on how to make flooring using pretty much this technique. I don't have the little nicks in like that, but the rest of it. Yeah, if you like this, check out my other videos. I think it's actually my most watched video. How to do flooring like this. So yeah, that's cool. Really good. Tetzel. Tex Red finished up Red Skull and his Cosmic Cube. Wow. So that's OSL. So it's the lights shining onto him there. That's really well done. The Vaporware terrain project is getting stranger. What do you think? That's really cool. So you got the Vaporware sort of painting technique with the sliced up head. I'm not sure what you call that technique, but that's really cool. From Iron Curtain 57. I think I'll do 5 more and then we'll call it a day. I mean, lots of these votes have like, what, 2,500 votes. So we could go on forever, really. Looks like it's been a busy year with people being in lockdown and things like that, understandably. So, faces of my 2020 paint projects from half of one half. Really good. I love this like old seer of some kind. This really confused looking orc. I actually got a friend who looks a bit like that. Don't tell him. Really cool. Are these from that like Spellcrow game where you get like pirate orcs? Not entirely sure. Take my headset off actually. I don't actually need it, and it's just hitting off my mic. No airbrush, just makeup dry brush. What? Dancer Odd Boreal Valley from Ush 21. That looks amazing. If you have a very fine brush, you can get some amazing effects with dry brushing. Like is it Opus Art on YouTube does really good ones. Like, I think everything's dry brush because they're selling dry brushes, but really good. And the guy's got a really sort of pleasant, calm, relaxing manner as well. Here we have Garu paint station tidied up for a new month of productivity. Wow, so many paints. There's like Vallejo ones there, I think. Got his own dauber there. I thought that was a blowtorch there, but I think it's actually a lamp, a blue lamp. It's unusual. Surely it would like throw off the colours a bit. Been painting some lizard men there, I think. Cool. Alright, 3 more. Well Forged Gaming. Hello, potion seller. I'm going into battle and I want your strongest potions. Wow, absolute Swede on him. Very stoic expression. I like that. Wonder what game systems this from. I like the clothing there. Reminds me a bit of Dishonored. Or what's it called? Bioshock Infinite. It's cool. Wow, that's really nice. Who's this from? JW Miniatures went for some mad contrast. The green and purple gems just pop. I think they complement the bone colour of the ship so nicely. Still have some spot highlights and edge highlights to do, but I'm happy. CNC welcome. Amazing. Looks beautiful. Really good. And I think that might be wet blending, you know. Just the accuracy of it makes me think it wasn't an airbrush. So painstaking. So it would have taken so long to do this. Really good work. Okay, 2 more. First try to cut by NMM. I can't say that right, can I? Extremely pleased with it. I would be too. Wow. So much effort's gone into that. Really good. Is that the same guy before, but he's done another leg? I'm not sure. Hopeless 5. Miniacs Duchess painted with 4 paints. Wow, looks great. Is Miniac doing models now? Wow, that would snap so easily, that sword, wouldn't it? Cool. 2 more. Decided to have, from R Blocker, decided to have some fun with the gas mask lenses, so I snuck in a tiny self-portrait. Wow, that's cool. Wonder what scale model that is. Either way, really good idea. Last one. Whoa, look at this. Try something a little different. What do you think of my blood hoard? I think it's very good. Is that blood for the blood god, do you think? Lots of it on there. Look at that bloody mane. Really, that's a really cool model. Is that an Age of Sigmar? Or it must be, yeah, it's not Shadespire. I know it's not 40k. Look at that. That's a really cool model. With the flesh coming off there, and you got the blood droplets on the cloak and on the horse. I'm going to zoom in a bit more on this one because I really like it. Amazingly well done. And that, you could get that effect very simply, like with some washers there over a base coat, and then blood for the blood god, and then flick it on there. Really simple, but really effective. Love it. I like that little picture down there as well. These guys on the side are good. Okay, so this has been a little roundup of top posts on the Minipainting subreddit. I hope you've enjoyed it. Some amazing stuff on there. Like, well done to everyone who's submitted stuff. Absolutely brilliant. I've enjoyed going through it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. I've done other ones for different subreddits as well. Ones that I follow, ones that you might like to follow. Maybe you already do. Cool, so that's that. Thanks for watching Peacetime Painting, and take care of yourselves.